flood, it's also afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, just the power of nature right there. I mean, to see some of those rushing floodwaters and completely wipe out the road. I was texting with JC yesterday, and I said it's kind of like Mother Nature just saying, that's my creek, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, just taking control right there. But of course, it will take a lot of time to repair the damage across parts of western Kentucky and even into southern Illinois, where we saw quite a bit of flash flooding back on Sunday and into Monday as well. Checking in this morning, though, the rain has come to an end. We've got a frosty start out there. Gorgeous sunrise, though. A live view from Mount Vernon looking back into the eastern sky. Just a couple high clouds moving in from the west right now. Quite a bit of sunshine expected once again today, and maybe a degree or two warmer than yesterday. Still, though, running close to average for this time of year, which is on the cool side there. So may need a jacket this morning as you head out. More clouds in some of our southern counties compared to farther to the north. Storm system passing along the Gulf Coast is going to sling some moisture this way. But if you're looking ahead to some maybe milder weather, some spring-like weather, well, Wednesday is going to be your day. Expecting a very nice day and a much warmer afternoon with temperatures quickly jumping into the 60s there on a Wednesday. Friday cooling back down a couple degrees, but still no significant cool downs showing up in our 7 or even 10-day forecast. This morning about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than yesterday morning. If you joined us yesterday morning, it was about 20 degrees colder than the morning before that. So we have been trending cooler here for the last few days. Puts a lot of readings right now back into the 20s. We've had high pressure overnight and clear skies, very light winds has allowed a lot of frost to develop, especially into southern Illinois and into southeast Missouri. Down to 23 currently into Mount Vernon, 28 in Harrisburg. We've got 31 into Carbondale. Lots of lower 30s as well. Paducah southward over to Union City, Tennessee. Poplar Bluff, Missouri right now at 29 degrees. Even colder to our north, especially northern Illinois, northern Indiana, where temperatures are back into the teens in a few spots. The warmer air, though, trying to come back up from the south, still about 24 hours away. Nashville this morning at 36, Memphis at 38 degrees. High pressure will stay in control today. It's going to gradually start to work its way to the east. Once we get on the western side, high winds will start to turn back out of the south. Here's our storm system we're tracking today, though. It's right along the Gulf Coast, much further to the south, but expecting lots of rain through Louisiana and Alabama. It's going to sling some moisture our way, but more than anything, that's just going to result in a few extra clouds in some of our southern counties. Small chance for maybe a shower through parts of, say, Weakley and Obion counties there in northwest Tennessee. Most of the rain stays well to our south, though, and notice into southern Illinois, still mostly sunny skies through a good portion of the afternoon, and still running a little on the cool side. So again, you may need a jacket or a hoodie here if you are heading out today. 50 degrees in Mount Vernon for an afternoon high temperature, 50 in McLeansboro, about 48 in Shawneetown there, and about 50 as well, and down Route 1 in Cave and Rock, 50 in Metropolis, and about 51 this afternoon in Cairo. Further to the south into western Kentucky, Benton, Kentucky today up to about 50 degrees, Clinton, Kentucky up to about 50 as well. And right along Reelfoot Lake, likely going to see some lower 50s, and then back into, say, the Missouri Ozarks, the St. Francis Mountains there, Fredericktown at 52, and down Highway 67 over towards Greenville, running about 53 degrees this afternoon. Jet stream to our south. That's why we're tracking these storm systems right along the Gulf Coast. System number 1 passes on by, brings us some clouds. Notice the next one, though, also dives off to the south and east. That comes in here on Friday, and once again, likely going to keep most of the wet weather to our south. Lots of warm weather, though, showing up in our longer range forecast. 6 to 10 day temperature outlook keeps the warm weather in place, and even if we go ahead to the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, that puts us towards the middle of March with still warmer than average conditions expected. So 51 today, not quite as cold tomorrow morning. 62 on Wednesday. Wednesday is the pick day of the week to get outside if you can. 58 degrees there on Thursday, cooling down a few degrees with that storm system passing to the south on Friday. Sunshine returns, though, in here on Saturday, and high temperatures bounce back in the upper 50s, close to 60 by Sunday. Great weekend ahead for us there. Monday afternoon, highs in the lower 60s and 60s into next week. Our next chance of rain on the horizon, not until the middle of next week. Temperatures there in the mid 60s, though. Whew, there's lots of good weather in that forecast.
Well, and it makes it easier to deal with the rain when it's warmer.
Well, I'll tell you what, we need the dry weather. You know, this is going to be a good forecast to help us dry out, and it's also a good